Absolutely shocking. Shocking. Just throw it away at the death. Leading twice, leading by 2 goals. Embarrassed. I am so embarrassed as a Manchester United fan right now. Absolutely disgusting defending all night from Manchester United. The goalkeeping from De Gea off. Lindelof and Maguire, hang your heads in absolute shame. Absolute shame. Bottle jobs. Every single one of you, bottle jobs. The defenders, yeah, they take the brunt of this. De Gea, the goalkeeper, awful. Rashford, too many chances missed tonight to put the game to bed. There were some good performances. Cavani's, Bruno's, Greenwood's, McTominay's. The rest, tonight, hang your heads in absolute shame. Shame. Shame on you. Shame on you. Cannot win titles playing this way. Cannot do it. Cannot do it. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. Everton weren't even that good. It's arguably the best with the play from United tonight, the best we've been in a long, long time. But absolutely catastrophic. Catastrophic from Manchester United. Hit the like button right now. United need banter tonight. United need not abuse, but a banter, criticism, and we've got to take it as United fans. We give enough of it out recently. Tonight's on us. Tonight's, the drinks are on the house. Lindelof and Maguire, all at C to Anzeby. Why are you giving a free kick away? Clear your first headers. Who's with the runner with Calvert-Lewin? De Gea's the goalkeeping. Weak. Weak like gnat's piss. Gnat's piss. Weak. Weak. Embarrassing. Weak. I mean, the 2 goals before that to make it 2-2 that we had to fight back from, equally as bad. Equally as bad. I'm just fuming. Fuming. Fuming with it. 1-0 up, 2-0 up. 3-2 up, and you throw it away. Bottle jobs. Honest to God. Got to look at this defence in the summer. It needs some serious work. We missed Bailly tonight, but he's always injured. No disrespect to him. I don't even know what to say. We're going to get the panel on a bit later. KJ, Cam, Neeks, and Alfie are going to be on later in the show. We're going to take your calls first. We're going to share the link now in the comment section and on the Discord server. We want to hear from you right now. But I can't say anything other than shit, mate. Shit. Proper crap. Oh, I can smell it, bruv. I can smell it. I can see the sweet corn. Fucking hell, so I'm making myself laugh. I might as well laugh as I'll cry. It's just embarrassing, bruv. Super chats here. I can't even read all the goddamn super chats. Zane laughing. Philip Hutt says, don't know how to feel, Terry. Hate both the teams, but if we don't beat City tomorrow, it's over. Bottle jobs. Man United did bottle it tonight. United bottled it 110%. You're right, Philip Hunt. Ben here says, I can't speak. I'm lost for words. I'm so angry. That's me, bruv. My job here is here to speak. And I don't know what to say other than to shout. I'm not a trained journalist. I don't even want to break it down. I don't even want to break it down. I don't even want to hear why. I don't even want to hear excuses. I don't want to hear why. I don't want to hear nuances. I don't want to hear us defending anybody. I just want people to say it as it is. It's shit. And I ring my dad sometimes as a younger man. Dad, I got frustrated with this person, frustrated with that. This went wrong. Sometimes I used to phone my dad to vent. And all I wanted my dad to say was, yeah, that's shit in it, son. And instead he'd try and calm me down and make me analyze. Fuck off! I don't want to analyze it. I don't want to analyze it, Dad. Fuck you. I just want somebody else to say that was shit. That was proper shit. Done. 21 incoming. Stephen Fletcher says, I'm sorry, but I'm laughing. Beautiful moment. Beautiful last kick. Fuck off, Stephen. Sorry. I've got to take it. I've got to take it. Terry, Maguire is useless. I'm so pissed. Listen, Maguire was shocking tonight. But I ain't singling out Maguire, the whole back line. De Gea, bruv. You're United royalty. Get out of here, De Gea. You're done, bruv. You're finished. You're finished. You're finished, bruv. You're finished. You're finished, De Gea. You're absolutely finished, mate. You're proper You're over. Got to go. Got to go. Got to get out of here, De Gea. We don't need that no more. Too many times. Get the hell out of here.
It's time to go.
God, he's finished, bruv. 110%. Zane here says City to win the league, Arsenal to win the Europa League is what he says. Liam here, the super chat. Oh, my God, I'm getting angrier by the second now that it's all coming. It's like Liam says, Terry, I know Liverpool have messed up a lot more than United, but this is the difference between us lot and City. They know how to control a game. They are winning. Mate, you're right. That's the difference. That's the difference around being in a title charge, being in the race and winning it, bruv. How to maintain it, how to stay cool, calm, and collected. We couldn't. And that's what I'm annoyed about. And maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Maybe I'm being over the top with my reaction because we weren't expected to win it. But we should be on 47 points. We should be on 47 points now. Instead, no, look, look at that. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. So embarrassed. We're going to start getting callers on in a minute. But smash the like button. Let's get this past 1,000 likes, please, ladies and gentlemen. Very important that you get that done. I'm done talking about it now. I'm going to end the stream. Fuck it. Stream's over. No, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't run away from it. As a Liverpool fan, we are absolutely in the mud, but I know for certain United are not winning the league. I can't wait to see United fans start finding excuses. Bruv, I will not allow United excuses. I'm going to bazooka them Verucas. Do you get what I'm saying? They're finished out here. There ain't no excuses I keep saying this, right? It ain't even about quality. Tonight weren't about quality. It's about the nut, mate. It's about your nuts. It's about your head. It's about your mentality. Weak, bruv. Weak. No eye of the tiger. No jaw. No guts. Bottle. Yellow bellies. Yellow bellies. Chicken. Yellow bellies, bruv. Yellow. 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 I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Do you know what I was saying when I'm saying yellow? It sounds like some weird person saying hello. Yellow. Some Americans talk like that, I think. What's this man saying? Kevin. I'm sick of this team. We can't win. Clean sheets keep depressing me. Now, I hear you, bruv. I hear you completely. I'm going to start taking calls now. Smash the like button. Hit the share button. Hit the retweet button. And fuck Man United. Fuck Man United. Fuck yous. Fuck, look at this fucking shit. Fuck off. Fuck off. Mark's on the show first. Mark's first caller. What you saying, Mark?
Well, you know, I'm so angry, and the calmness that you see coming from me may not display how angry I am, but listen very carefully to the words I'm about to say. David De Gea needs to do some serious soul searching after that match, because for me as a fan, there's a few things that I consider to be absolute musts, you know, that a team that I support, that I give my heart, and I've been up drinking all night at a party. I get up at dawn to watch this team. You know, I love this team. I do. I've been watching them for decades, but I expect courage. And this is the most damning thing I can ever say about a player, because I never pot our players, never potted Ollie, always supported him. But David De Gea, that lacked courage. You need to do some serious soul searching. That was. It kills me to say this. Like, it's absolutely killing me to say it. But that lacked courage. Like, at the end, when he didn't dive on that ball, he's not a stupid player. He blinked, and for me, the thing that hurts me the most is when my team doesn't show the courage required to get the job done. And they didn't. And I'm here to take, you know, any pot shot anyone wants to take at my club. I'll always stand by them. But the playing group in the defence, and not so much the fullbacks, but definitely David De Gea, that mistake he made for the first goal unsettled the back four. You know, it was really poor. I don't like singling out a player, but he needs to really look himself in the eye in the mirror and he needs to get in the ring and get punched in the face a few times. That's what he needs to do. He needs to stop being afraid. I don't know what's going on with him mentally, but I was so disappointed in him. I can't even. I'm pissed off beyond belief.
I'm the same, bruv. Do you know what? 1 minute, I feel, honestly, right now, there's part of me that feels like crying, shouting, and another part of me that feels like laughing. Like, I keep saying that, you know, like sometimes when you laugh at something, when you're like, nah, that didn't just happen. And I agree with you on De Gea. Look, the defending weren't good enough tonight, but it all started with pony De Gea mistakes. There's no doubt about it. Mark, thank you for coming back on, having your say. Really appreciate it, mate. Next up on the show, we're going to get Lincoln. That mod Lincoln's on the show. What you saying, bruv?
Oh, Terry, man. Old habits die hard. It's like the game was really bad. Like, what? So we score, and then De Gea makes the mistake. I back De Gea. I put my ass out there for De Gea. After the PSG game in France, I was the one that was saying that David De Gea is back. The old David De Gea we know is back. But then the mistakes, it was just a domino effect. It's just a domino effect with the first goal, and then with James' goal. All of that doesn't matter. Rashford's decision making, the in-game management, Twanzebe giving the foul that eventually led to the free kick. All of that doesn't matter unless the defending for that. I'm looking at the line. I'm looking at the goal now. Who's organizing the goal? Who's organizing it? Who's telling people to mark Calvert-Lewin? He's telling one man to mark Ben Godfrey. But it's just the defending was off there. All of that, or what I said before the final goal, before the equalizer, doesn't matter. All of that doesn't matter unless the defending. Who's the leader out there? Who's the leader? Who is the leader? Is it Bruno? Is it Maguire?
No. Well, listen, they've all got to do that, right? And the organization and stuff bothered me, but it's about people doing their jobs right. The first goal they scored, De Gea's got nothing was really wrong. They played a good ball in behind. They played a good ball in behind. Maguire then forces Calvert-Lewin into a position where he can't really do any damage. It's a weak shot. Palm it out far or catch it, doesn't do it. Second goal, okay, they caught us cold there. That's defending. The third goal, De Gea, come out, jump on that ball, be brave, bottle.
Do you know, it's just bad. Old habits die hard. It's like what I was saying. Like David De Gea, he just did his usual goalkeeping starts, innit? So that's how it was. But then, like, you don't do that. You have to rush for the goalkeeper, man. It's just
Lincoln. Thanks for coming on, mate, and having your say. We'll chat to you again soon, bro. All the best. Next up on the show, we have got Satan's favorite devil. What you saying, bruv?
It's an absolute disgrace. We cannot continue like this. This has to stop. It's the same two all over again. Thing one and thing two. Anybody watch Cat in the Hat? Lindelof is not a Premier League player. He's just not. He's soft. He doesn't belong in this tournament. And David De Gea, how many times are we going to have to put up with this crap before we come to realize that he is not the man he once was? We're about to do the same thing Liverpool did 10 years ago when they tried to shoehorn Steven Gerrard into a Premier League winning side, and it ultimately led to more of their demise. We cannot continue with this guy. And the fact of the matter is, that board are the reason why we're put into this position from the first place. They had the summer and they had January to go and get a centre-back to address this fuckery that's been happening week in and week out. Concede 2 goals in 6 minutes. Are you taking the mick? Are you absolutely taking the mick? And we bail ourselves out and we score the winner. And we can't keep it. And we... Dominic Calvert-Lewin scores on the 94th, 93rd minute. It's an absolute fucking disgrace. I'm sick and tired of it because there are no solutions within this team. All it is 2 hands tied behind his back. It's the same nonsense over and over again. And I'm sick of it. It's a disgrace. Absolute disgrace.
Hear you, bro. Passion, love it. Speak to you soon, mate. And listen, I agree. There's issues here that could have been addressed. There haven't been. The club have got to step up. And do you know, I feel a bit sorry for tonight. Cavani and Bruno, their performances, attacking players, exemplary, deserve to be on the winning team. Let down again by this club and its mentality. The board are going to be on very, very soon. Your favorite panelists are going to be here chatting about this game. So make sure you stay with the Football Terrace. We're not even... just mad. You're all here bantering United. We're not even past 1,000 likes yet. What's up with you, man? What's up with you? You want more people to come and laugh at us? Hit the like button. Big shout out to Manscaped, our title sponsors. Get 20% off their male grooming products with a link in our description below. Next caller on the show is going to be Philip Hunt, Liverpool fan. Philip, welcome back to the Terrace. What do you want to say, mate?
I first want to say I want to pay my respects to the six. Yep. Can you hear me?
Yes, go on, mate.
I just want to pay my respects. I just want to pay my respects to the Munich air disaster. 63 years, 23 people. I just put rivalry aside. I just want to pay my respects first. And now, yeah, I don't know this game. I hate the teams, but as I've said before on the show, if it came down to you or Manchester City to win the title, I'd back you because I respect your team. I hate your team, but I respect it. You're not a club that had to buy to get all the players. You guys fought to get it. I actually like some of your players on your team. And it was frustrating because, like, there were so many times in that game where Rashford could end it, and I love him. And, you know, I don't know how. It gives me hope maybe City might trip up because they've got us tomorrow. They've got Tottenham, and Tottenham will have Harry Kane back. Then they play Everton, and then they play Arsenal. Then they have their Champions League game. Then they think they play you guys. So let's hope that they go on a bad run now, because otherwise I think the league title's over, and it's frustrating because none of us want them to win.
I hear you. It was a must-win for United tonight in terms of the title race. Phil, listen, thank you very much for your donations to the channel and being on. Really appreciate it, mate. Chat to you again soon, brother. Thank you. Baz here says there's no keeper making 375 grand a week, not even Neuer. The club again making awful personnel decisions. That contract is unmovable, and you're absolutely right. Tottenham till I die, says De Gea and Hugo Lloris are both finished. We both need new goalkeepers. A comment here says I'm abso-effing-lutely pissed, brah. Maguire is a clown, couldn't clear the first goal and almost gave away a goal and lying on the ground like a dirty pig. Listen, I normally defend Maguire a lot of the time. I ain't doing it anymore. I'm just absolutely finished with it. It ain't even the ability. I keep saying it. It's in the mind. It's mentality. That's what it comes down to. And these players lack it. Next up on the show, we've got United fan from, all I see is the Den part. Hello, bro. What you saying?
Hey, mate. From Denmark. You know, yeah, what can I tell you? It's happened again. The defense is a shambles, you know. Every week we see it, and I would like, I'm not say it, but Ed Woodward, he needs to look at this defense, and obviously he needs to buy a new center back. It's getting kind of embarrassing, and yeah, I feel for Ali because as a Scandinavian, I think he gets a lot of stick, which is not in his power because obviously the defense is a shambles currently, but yeah, we need to look forward.
I agree with you completely. Do you think tonight ends Man United's title race, especially if City get the victory tomorrow?
Our team,
a bit of free with yourself. It's frozen again. Try calling us back on a better line, mate, and we'll get you on again. Next up, Aaron is with us. Aaron, give us your thoughts, mate.
Mate, firstly, can I just say, respect to the victims of the Munich disaster, massive respect to them and their families. Secondly, I wish we could be sharing victories because we beat Oxford 3-2 and we're 3 games in on top of the league with 3 points to go. Thirdly, right, this is where anyone wants to clip this, feel free because I'm about to unleash hell on that Man United team that absolutely gave dog crap to that badge. Because the defence was awful. I feel sorry for the likes of Bruno Fernandes, Edison Cavani. I got dressed up in my new luxury robe because I thought we were looking for a world-class performance. We obviously didn't because Harry Maguire is not... I've said this since he came into that club. The reason why Harry Maguire is a Man United player is because of the £80 million fee and his massive wage contract. Because apart from that, he's an average player at best. Victor Lindelof, a couple of years ago, got rumours of Barcelona. I bet people are kind of wishing he went to Barcelona right now. Axel Tuanzebe came on with 2 minutes to go, and he was involved in the mistake for the 3rd goal. What is going on there? And you know what the most terrifying thing is? I feel sorry for the likes of Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford that are going to get criticised tonight because there's a fan base out there that hates Bruno. There's a select group of people that will blame Bruno for tonight and not see the bigger picture. And the biggest problem of all is off the pitch. The Glazers, again, American owners, won't back the manager. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has got them into a title race, and the Glazers won't give them a damn centre-back. And people are commenting down below probably right now and thinking, oh, he's a Doncaster Rovers fan. Why is he being so rantful and passionate about Man United? Because I care about football, and I care about clubs being run properly, like my club, and seeing people back their manager. The Glazers do not back their manager. I really wish Man United turn up in their next game, and I hope the Glazers look at all of this and sign a damn centre-back. I don't care whether it's Koundé or Gunnar or Mckola or someone with pace, someone who could give that defence something. And you know what else I'd do? I'd be giving the captain's armband to Bruno Fernandes, and I'd be leaving Harry Maguire in Europe, saying we don't want a refund or a receipt. Goodbye. See you later. I hope that Man United bounce back from this. I'm going with my team's win against Oxford. We're in a title race. I'm sorry, Man United, but I don't think you are anymore. Rovers till I die. Glazers out.
Cheers, Aaron. Passionate rant there from him. We're going to be, in 5 minutes, we're getting the panel on, people. Smash that like button right now. We're going to do a couple of callers first. First up, Stephen's with us. Stephen's a Gunnar. Stephen, what you saying, mate?
That was going well for the first half, and then it sort of got even better for the second half. Well, from an Arsenal point of view, that is. That last moment, and by the way, respect to the Munich air disaster, but that defensive last moment didn't respect the Munich air disaster at all. Honestly, it didn't. That defense was shocking. David De Gea's his career's finished. Maguire and Lindelof, what are you doing? And yeah, I know my club's dead, right? But your defense is not fit enough to win a title race, and as simple as that.
Steve, I agree. I completely and utterly agree. I am defending it. I'm not deflecting from it. It is shocking. It is poor. They lack the mentality, the positional awareness. It's just everything tonight is just wrong with it. I agree with you completely, Steve. I really, really do. Thanks for coming on, having your say, mate, and all your contributions. Means a great deal to us, buddy. Next up on the show, Monsieur Ahmed. What you saying, Monsieur?
Yo, Terry, at the start, he sounded like the captain from Bad Boys when he just goes in a hype rant. But yeah, the poor performance. I think Pogba going off kind of changed the tide because it gave the Corey a chance to go forward more. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that was bottled, completely bottled by United. I mean, a lot of questions for De Gea, the defense. Like I said, a lot of people saying Bruno and Cavani should not be in the losing side, but for some reason they are down two players who are consistently being let down, who are letting the team down and letting the fans down. Rashford had a poor game. He just needs to just take a shot. Honestly, just take a shot, and that goalkeeper's not good enough to save the shot. But sometimes he just keeps the ball for too long. And listen, you can say it's one game, but you know that they're going to pick it up and then they're going to go down again. They're going to pick it up, go down again. It's just consistency for United at the moment. And probably, Terry, you might need to give them the manscape so they can grow some cojones. The manscape focus. They can just clean
it. Listen, Harry Maguire, if you're watching, you don't need this lovely trimmer to shave your fucking Kiwis, bruv. You ain't got no balls. And I'll say it to your face. I swear to God, disrespectfully, I would say it to all their faces. You lack courage. You lack the bottle, the gut, get over the line. They do. And I say it to their faces because I wouldn't swear at them. I wouldn't call them names face to face because you ain't got to be cruel about it. It isn't cruel or abusive to say you are cowards. Cowards. They're absolute cowards. I agree with you, Monsieur. Thank you again for coming on, mate, and having your say. Really appreciate it. The panel are coming, people. One more call, then they're on. Next up, man like Jezza. What you saying, Jezza?
Well, go on, Terry. Can you hear me? Cheers, mate. I am loving this.
I am struggling because you're using...
First of all, thank you for having me.
Yeah, we're struggling to keep your connection, bro. Go on. What do you want to say, bruv?
Come back.
Yeah, try coming back.
Basically, I just want to say if you can hear.
No,
I'll come back on tomorrow. I'll come back tomorrow.
Nice, mate. Let's try and call us back on a better line or something, please. Sorry about that. That weren't working too well. Let's get the ball on. We've got bits and bobs. Neeks, Cam, KJ coming on next. Do me a favor. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the retweet button. This is the only place that you want to be. I can't believe I'm still angry 25 minutes later. I want to cry. I want to laugh. I'm definitely not being professional, but I don't care. Let's get the panel on, people. I'm just fuming.
What's the point? What is the point? What is the point, people? What is the point of going 2-0 up just to give them 2 goals? You know what I'm saying? What's the point, isn't it? What's the point of Scott McTominay scoring a header to get us 3-2 just to do that? Another set piece. What's the point? What is the point? What is the point of winning 9-0 just to go do that? What's the point? What is the point? I told you, we're Vibes FC for a reason. We are. We're Vibes FC for a reason. Well, clearly, we ain't serious about this thing, you know. David De Gea, yeah, my brother, listen. Let it go. Let it go. Like, it's time. Go look Henderson in the eyes and be like, my son, here you go. Because I know Dean Henderson would have dived on that ball. He would have got his head kicked to get to that ball. He would have stopped that cross coming in. Because you know why? He's not sitting on so much wages that he shouldn't. He ain't comfortable. He's hungry. He wants to be the number 1 for Man United and England. That's why. Harry Maguire, captain of Man United. Listen, done. Get it off that man. Get it off that man. Weak. Out here trying to do marauding centre-back. Bruv, you ain't that guy. Stop. All you do is run forward to do a sideways pass and hope. And then you get caught out anyway because you're slow. You're not that guy, fam. Stop. Take the captaincy off him. If you want to do the Vibes FC, do it properly. Give it to Bruno, captaincy Bruno, vice captain Rashi, and let's go. Because them brothers at the back, yeah, they ain't serious. Luke Shaw and Aaron Wan-Bissaka, yeah, they've been improving week in, week out, just to be let down by their 2 centre-halves and their goalkeeper. What's the point? What is the point of them doing these things if all we're going to do is to be joke men? Like, that's what it is, isn't it? Like, what's the point? What is the point? And Rashi, shoot, bruv. Just shoot. When you're in this position, shoot, please. Please. Because if that was 4-2, game done. But no. Stop, guys. Stop. This. Get some of this. Get some heart. Get some strength. Stop being weak.
Neeks.
It's pathetic. It's actually pathetic. And you know the worst part about this? I think most Man United fans, especially on the first half, and even coming into in the last minute of stoppage time, we would have said that it was one of the best performances we've had this season overall. 2 goals that we conceded before the third. Obviously, one was an individual error from David De Gea. The second, I guess, it's a lapse of concentration, really, more than anything. But other than that 7-minute spell, the 83 minutes of the game was some of the best football we played this season. And I tweeted about probably 80 minutes in, I said, if we don't win this game, it'll be absolutely criminal because we played very, very well. But when you have players who don't have the mentality to get Man United over the line, these things will continue to happen. And it's not a one-off. We've seen this from last season, even from Ollie's first, when he first got the job. Last season in the big games, the semi-finals against Sevilla specifically, more than anything else. And we've seen it this season. And I think it's only a matter of time when these things happen. You know, you have to ride the wave when things are going we're good, because you know that something like this is round the corner. We're 2-0 up as Manchester United, and we're not comfortable. We know that in a split second, this game could be turned on its head. That is not how it's supposed to be, especially at Old Trafford. Everton did not play well. Everton did not play well. We gave them all 3 goals. Credit, they kept going to the end, cool. But we gave them all 3 goals. We should have got more. Last season, we conceded 36 goals in the whole season, 38 games. We conceded 30 after 23 games, the most of anyone in the top half of the table. That ain't winning you nothing. I don't care how good Bruno is. I don't care how potent Cavani or how good Cavani's movement is. I don't care how dynamic Rashford can be. I don't care how talented Mason Greenwood can be. If you're conceding 30 goals, the most in the top half after 23 games, you ain't got a chance of winning anything. It's absolutely pathetic.
I totally agree. Bits and bobs from your point of view. I know everyone's sort of the defending's been poor, the mentality's not there. From your perspective, why are we lacking so much in these areas, mate? You're on mute, by the way.
We're lacking leadership. We're lacking cojones. We're lacking someone grabbing someone and saying, get there, don't do this. We're lacking the mentality of actually wanting to win. Passion, the want, the will to say, we do not drop any deeper. You know, we don't have anyone. The captain just seems to be an accessory right now. Just seems to be like a little bit of it looks like jewelry that they put on, because none of them at the back 4. And I'm attacking the back 4 now, Terry, because do you know what? As an attacker, the forward play done their job. They scored, they created. Now, the back 4, Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw done their best. You know, they tried, they crossed, created, they defended. But our centre back lost a foot race to Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who's not even fast. We lost a foot race. Our goalkeeper is having this feeble attempt to palm it away into an opposition player's path to score a goal. But it's not even of what is going on. Is what are you doing? What are you doing right now to stop that ball getting to the net? And the answer is nothing. And do you know what? I love Axel Twanzebe, right? But we need to question, why are we conceding fouls to a team who have a set-piece specialist in Lucas Digne and who have big boys that can come up? Look at the size of them. Look at our game management. Listen, people are going to go at Ollie for this and that. At the end of the day, yeah, the players on the pitch need to take responsibility. Remember back in the day when Steve Bruce would grab men, push them up, Roy Keane would bollock and tell you that doesn't happen again? We have no leadership. Bottle jobs. I can't believe I'm saying this, but they're bottle jobs. 2-0 up at half-time, Terry. 2-0 up at half-time. Okay? The game should be dead. But as my United fans, as Nick said, we know in the back of our head, we are a mistake away. And look what happened. You know, I tweeted that under Sir Alex, we were 4-0 up against this club, and they came back 4-4, and we lost the title that year. We lost the title because of that game. I don't know whether to scream or to cry or to shout or to give you rage, Terry. I actually, it's not even I can't believe it. I can actually believe what I've just watched. I can believe it, guys.
And do you know what? Sorry.
I want to do it.
And you know what? Bits like that's the bit that's frustrating for me. I don't even know why I felt shocked at the end. It was like, oh, okay, this is normal, and it's so frustrating and so heartbreaking to witness. Just a capitulation again like that. Cam's with us, bro. I'd love your thoughts on this, mate.
Well, I've had a week. I'm going to say this. Just going to vent a little bit. I've moved. I've got a bunch of renovations happening. As you can see, I'm not set up. I'm sitting in a bed. Life was good. Bruno scores this worldie. I'm happy. Everything's great. I'm watching the game thinking, cool, we're going to see it out. We're going to get back in this. And of course, 23 games. It's been 23 games, and we still can't defend a set piece. 23 games this year. I'm pretty sure in 23 games of the 20 games, we've allowed 20 set pieces, goals. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. Like, I'm not a coach by any means, but come on. At some point, somebody has to teach these dudes how to have some balls, because that's all it is. That's all it is. It's just balls. At this point, it's balls. Like, I'm not even going to talk about David De Gea because everybody's talked about him. I'm going to say this to everybody who's ever said Pogba. That's you too, Alfie. Because I'm something else I saw. We need Pogba. Like, at the end of the day, we need Pogba. It's just clear. Because if we had more control of that game, if we kept the ball longer, if we didn't give up these set pieces because we could keep the ball, this wouldn't be a problem. Yes, David De Gea sucked today, 100%. Everybody said it. But we need to be able to control the ball in these situations. That's why City is going to run away with it. Here, this is for you, Jem. We can't win the league anymore. I was saying we can't win the league. I'm going to say right now, because City is now 8 points clear, City will not give up these leads. If they're up, they play with the ball. They keep it away. We had 83 possession at one point. I remember for a 10-minute span. Just that's all you got to do is hold the ball. Don't give it up and give up bad fouls and bad positions, because that's what you do. This is some Southampton shit from last year. That Southampton game where it was like it was done, dusted, cool. United win that game. We're through. We didn't even have to stress. We were good. And then no balls. Again, same thing. Set piece. I love anybody who's watching me knows that David De Gea is one of my favorite players, and I can't defend him anymore. I just can't. I just want to see the man punch somebody in the back head. Do something to show us that you are not. You know what? I almost said some bad things there, so
bro, I hear you completely, bro. I hear you completely. It's just weakness. The whole thing, everything everybody's saying, when you boil it down, it's weakness. It's just weakness. And it's why when we were doing really well over Christmas and early part of December, of course, I'll celebrate moments. If we win our next game, I'll celebrate. And we beat City in a few weeks, I'll celebrate. My club, love it, because of course I do. But when everyone was trying to say, Terry, we can win the league, we're in a title race, I'm like, yeah, there was always this little voice in the back of my head going, don't do it. Don't say it. Don't do it. I know I did after the Liverpool game. I said, and we'll win the league. But everyone could tell that was just in jest. I laughed as soon as I said it. Speaking of winning the league, Alfie's here. Give me your thoughts on that absolutely embarrassing capitulation.
Bro, listen, you ain't winning no league with Twanzebe, yeah? You ain't winning no league with Twanzebe, bro. Listen, you know what? I'm sorry, bro, yeah? The second I saw Twanzebe coming on, the very second I saw him, I knew we were going to switch to 5 at the back. Every time we switch to 5 at the back, in the last dying second, we cannot defend with 5. We cannot switch to defending. You know what switch to defending means? Closing out a game, seeing out a game. We cannot do that. We cannot. Every time we've tried, we've failed and we've conceded. This guy is not learning from his mistakes. Today, Today, you're going to see you're a new me, yeah? What title, bro? What 21 with Twanzebe? If Ollie is not learning from these mistakes that he's making, no. Listen, if Ollie, why not? Why not? Why not? Listen, listen, I don't care. Listen, bro, no. Listen, I don't care if you smoked Pele himself, bro. Yeah, just because you had Mbappe, yeah, and Neymar.
Look at the whole. No. Why are you not cussing my boy? Why are you doing this off? Cuss the man first.
No.
He gave away the foul.
I'm not saying that he didn't. But how was he the first person in his mouth? How?
That's the first person. You know what? The first person. You know why? I'll tell you why. That result, it worked out for me. That wasn't because of De Gea. That wasn't because Harry Maguire got turned nicely. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't because 3 clowns from Manchester United gave James space. It wasn't down to any of that. That feels like a loss. I was just about to say we lost that game. You know why? That's what it feels like. We lost. Yeah, that's how it feels like, because we were in a winning position. Yeah, in a winning position, and all of a sudden, this inexperienced coach, who I fully back, still has my loyalty. This inexperienced guy, there comes a time where I have to turn around and say, when are you going to learn from your mistakes, Ollie? When is it that you're going to be like, you know what? We can't do this year. We can't close out a game yet. Our best form of defending is by attack. Manchester United's best form of defending has been by attack. This is how we got out in front. This is how we closed off every other game. Why did you decide to do that? What are you doing? Do that at 4-2. Do it at 5-2. Do it at 9-0. Why are you doing that at 3-2 against Carlo Bad Boy Ancelotti? Why are you doing that? Why? Who do you think you are? Absolutely not, bro. What title? What title are you going to win with Twanzebe?
The thing is,
I'm asking Ollie.
let me say, I don't disagree that the moment we lost this game, as you said, because it feels like a loss. Let's call it that. Is because of, let's say, Twanzebe making that foolish tackle pretty much near the halfway line. Like, it wasn't in a dangerous position. He didn't have to do it. However, there was incidents before that, and there was incidents as in from the resulting free kick that could have prevented us from scoring. So I'm not saying you're wrong, because everyone has to hold account. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how experienced in this, but you are a Manchester United player. You've been trusted with the shirt to go out and deliver. And it's not the first time his poor decision making has cost us goals and cost us points this season.
Three times. Three times. He's cost us 9 points.
So he's not above criticism at all. But I wouldn't pin this whole result on him, because I said before and after, we had still had opportunities to close the game out.
Yeah,
and we failed to do it.
And that's why I challenged your point, Alfie, because yes, he deserves smoke, because that was stupid. I'm not trying to say he didn't deserve smoke. He does. But to say that was the first thing that you come to is Twanzebe, how? When before that, De Gea did his mistake. Before that, Fred was marking air for the second goal. How can you mark air, bro? Tell me how that's possible.
No, fine. I agree. No problem. No problem. I agree. Yeah. Is he gone? All right. Look, I agree. Yeah, that we conceded goals because of those mistakes that you've just mentioned, but we overcame them. KJ, we were out 3-2. We quite literally had 13 seconds left. Do you understand this? Do you understand that this was the smallest window that you have to come onto a pitch as a player? The smallest window to quite literally have one fucking job. Just one. You had one job. Just one.
Yeah, do you know what? Sorry, Alf. Do you know what I was saying? There is this. I understand. Like, I thought the same thing Cam said. It's 3 times this season that Twanzebe mistakes have cost us points in the Premier League. You could argue he cost us 3 points against Sheffield United. We were drawing, so yeah, it's 2 points maybe, a point maybe, and 2 points. So it's like 6 points he's cost us if we're being really picky. Yeah, that's the same thing, and I get that. But I'm looking at Ollie here when it comes to Twanzebe, because he isn't good enough. And do you know what? We all hoped he would be. The performance against Paris Saint-Germain, you're like, wow, he was amazing. Since that game, barring that little substitute appearance at right back he made a few months ago, he's looked bang average. And I'll call things as I see them. I watched Twanzebe playing now this season, I don't know, 5, 6, no, maybe more than that, maybe 10 times. He ain't got it. He hasn't got it as a Man United player. That move from Ollie, for me, it was a negative move, which encouraged Everton further onto us. And you brought a player on that's been making mistakes, and he made another one. I personally, 75 minutes would have gone, do you know what? Martial, get yourself warmed up, get yourself changed. Rashi, like, sort of well done. Get yourself on. We need to put the ball away. And I remember about 85 minutes, 86 minutes on the clock, we went forward with the ball and we held on to it and started playing it around the middle. And I'm thinking, we need another goal. And that's where I want to. That's where I look at the coaching staff today. And I'd always call things out as I see them. I back them and I give them credit for where we are this season. We've improved on last year. As an overall team, we're better. Anyone who denies that is an op. Anyone who denies that is a fool. Anybody who denies that is a legitimate rival. Only rivals would deny we haven't improved this year. But still, it was weak management, in my opinion. You bring Martial on, you send the message of,
Terry, let me say something. I'm an avid cricket watcher. I don't know if anyone else is here. And there's something they call setting fields for bad bowling. So it means when your bowler's bowling badly, you'll start setting defensive fields. So you put a man on the square leg boundary, on the point boundary, deep long off, because you're afraid that they're going to bowl a bad delivery and the batsman's going to have a good chance to get a boundary. As a captain, you set the field that's going to get you the wickets, and you charge your bowler to bowl the right deliveries. And if he doesn't, you get him off and you get someone who can. What Solskjaer did today, and there's a quote from his interview. He says, all we have to do is get the ball in the corner and see it out, and we didn't. And because we failed to do that time and time again, he set a field for bad bowling. He said, well, we're not keeping the ball. We're not going to the corners. We're not making the right passes into those channels to push up the field. So let me get a defender on,
to stop us conceding, as opposed to saying, well, the players who are not doing what you're supposed to do, let me get you off and get someone on. And when you set a field for bad bowling, you're unlikely to take wickets and win the game. So I agree. When you bring on those players, like Alfie said, and he's done it in the past, where we try and close out a game defensively, we're not able to do it.
Yeah, we're not
Play
able
the
to do
game
it.
in the right way and charge the players to make the right decisions, as opposed to
do
conceding
it that
that the
way.
players can't make the right
And to
decisions.
do it this way on today of all days. Today of all days, the day they choose to do this, disgraceful. Duncan Edwards is looking down at them, man. That whole defense in shame. They need to hang their heads in shame.
Do you know
that
what,
was disgraceful today?
Do you know what though? I think you know how we're talking about Ollie and stuff. Yeah,
go on.
Do you know what we're saying? Talking about Ollie, I think we also need to look at his in-game management. You know, I actually don't bash Ollie. You know, I say put the seatbelt on, enjoy the ride. Have to also look at the substitutions, the whole substitutions. And when I say that, I mean from Pogba. Did anyone notice the difference when Pogba left? I know Cam was saying this is why we need Pogba and so on and so on. Did you see the change of style of play? No central midfielder was taking the ball off the back to the back four. No one was coming in to take the ball off them, to release pressure. Harry Maguire, Lindelof were going forward, and there was no one to pass to, so they were coming backwards. Harry Maguire does that usual, goes forward, pass it always left. Lingard always ever passes it back, passes it right. Now, I'm watching that, and the people in the comments and who have ever played football, you're seeing that, you're thinking, right, I need to take some pressure off my centre-back. So why is Fred the first substitute to come on? Because I'm thinking, Fred doesn't do this. He does it. He's not even similar to Pogba. So our style of play changed. And what happened, because Fred was on the park, we actually dropped deeper. And we actually invited them onto us. Now, we are 2-0 up, guys, when all this is happening. Okay? I beg your pardon. 1-0. I think Pogba went off when we were 1-0. What I'm trying to say is that he has to take some thought here, because the way he managed the game with the substitutes, you know, we've all played football, okay? If you're winning by 1 goal, kick the ball in the corner. We've got runners like Rashford, run it in the corner, put your bum backed up to the defender, get kicked, take the free kick. Do you remember in Mourinho's team, Matic would go down, fake injuries. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we can blame Ollie as well, and I think he does take it, but also we do need the players to be like, to manage this game as well. If I was playing centre midfield, by 1, we were backs against the wall, I'd either boot the ball in the corner, just kicking the ball out, keep kicking it out,
you know,
run down the clock.
Do
you know what I mean?
Do you know what it is? It comes down to winning mentality, and I think, you know, I read parts. I haven't seen the interview that Bruno gave. We spoke about, like, losing isn't even part of his psyche. He's never happy with a loss. He wants to win. Not winning is losing, and I'm the same. Draws for me are defeats. Draws for me are defeats at the elite end of any spectrum. I remember once listening to a fighter speak, and he said that a draw is. he said it's like kissing your sister, and I was like, oh, but I don't really know what he means. I ain't got a sister, but he just said that it's just disgusting. It's awful. He actually feels they're worse than a defeat because you actually learn more from a defeat. And I was like, yeah, I kind of hear you on that. I kind of hear you on that to a degree. And for me, like, there's this bit of I don't know. As something Bruno said, and he said he was happy after we drew with Leicester because he saw a reaction from the players, and I hope tonight there's that reaction.
Terry.
I feel like there are some players in the box.
Terry, can I say one thing?
You know, yes, Cam, go on, bro.
If I'm that team right now, I hope they're afraid of what Bruno Fernandes. I hope Bruno Fernandes walked into that locker room and went ballistic. That man put on a performance. That goal he scored was Cantona-esque. Like, the fact that now all we're talking about, like, we should be waxing lyrical about that goal. We haven't talked about it once. We should be talking about potentially the best goal we've seen all year. Next to that Pogba goal, that goal was phenomenal. But instead, we're talking about how the defense let him down, how the rest of the midfield let him down. If I'm him, I hope I hear tomorrow that there's a bust up. I hope that he walked up to Maguire and said, "You, Lindelof, you, David De Gea, you disgrace. Shouldn't be wearing the bat." I hope he did that even after a year. I hope to God we hear about that, because that's what we need right now. We absolutely need a man that's going to go in there and just light that team up, because he's going to be like, listen, the attackers, we can't do much more than what we did tonight.
We did everything we needed to do. We showed up. We showed up and we played a hell of a game. And what you guys do. So that's what I want to hear about it. And I hope next year that the band is just put on him. I get it. It hurts, whatever. He's got to be our captain, man.
Look, and you know, are y'all done? Yeah, all of you guys, everyone, are y'all done? Are y'all finished or y'all done?
I got more to say.
We're done.
You're done, yeah. All right.
Not finished, but we're done.
Yeah. All right.
I got a couple things to say, but yeah, go on.
Well, okay, all right. Let's just give everyone a little bit of context. Everyone's here for a bit of fun. You want to see some really unhappy United guys, yeah? I want to take this opportunity to apologize to all of you fans of all them other teams, every other team. I want to apologize to you sincerely. I'm sorry that we are the second best team in the league. Yeah, I apologize that your team is whack. I apologize that you are. I apologize that we can have such a horrible draw, even though we played magnifico. I apologize that today Bruno Fernandes scored a goal. Yeah, that what he Bruno Fernandes woke up today and was like, I think I might want to score a goal that mugs off 4 people in one go. Let's mug off 4 people in one go. 3 defenders and a keeper. Yeah, let's do. This is. I apologize that we have players like this. Yeah, that done what they did today, and we drew, and we are unhappy. I apologize that your team is below this standard that you're looking at. Yeah, I sincerely apologize. Now, back to the perspective. Now that I've had my rant, back to the perspective. It's all about context. Take the night out, and we look at the context. Yeah, beginning of the season, no one expected us to be in a title race. The fact that I am upset that we are no longer in a title race. I'm old enough to remember 4-4 at Old Trafford versus Everton. Yeah.
What did I say in the
4-4? 4-4. KJ, is this
Delaney, Pina?
Yes. This is 4-4 in the same year that Manchester City hadn't even won a Premier League. Yeah. And that when we were up like 4-0 or 3-0 or something, 4-2, yeah. And we conceded the last minute. Yeah, it was 4-4. That day, every Manchester United fan knew we lost the league and we're going to lose it on points. That's the day. And we still had like 4 games left to play. Yeah, or however many games. I knew it at that point. You know what? This is it. Sir Alex Ferguson knew it. Everyone knew it. Today, that's what it feels like for me. It feels like, I had hope. 21, someone's going to slip up. You know what's going to happen tomorrow? Liverpool are going to beat City. Do you know what's going to happen? Arsenal are going to turn up against your teams like City. They're going to lose. They're going to lose to like, your Brightons and your Fulhams and whatever. But they'll turn up like Liverpool. They'll take an L to Brighton, no problem. Yeah, get beat by them. But then they'll go to City and they'll put in this absolute world-class Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich mixed, and beat Manchester City. You could already see it. You could feel it. Do you know what I mean? But then this is where City are going to lose their points. And this is where we had hope. Had we stayed level today, we had hope that, you know what? Teams are still going to drop points. We're now 2 points behind. We're now 2 points behind them. They have a game in hand. They could go 5 clear, which they might not do tomorrow, but they can. Yeah. And in context of where we started the season, you never dreamed that we would be talking 23 games in. None of you thought 23 games in, we are going to be vying.
No, listen, do you know what, Alfie, and you speak sense there, in the sense of, if you go back to how we felt before a ball was kicked this season, if you go back to the day we got beat 6-1 by Tottenham, and go, actually, fast forward like 18, 19 games, you're going to be second, 2 points off top. You wouldn't be angry right now. Sometimes you get there's a lot of like content creators like, some YouTubers are all reactionary. I'm like, bro, football in the moment is reactionary. It's emotional. You take time. Tomorrow when you wake up, you look at it and go, okay, cool. The only thing I hope for is that we don't start to regress. My frustration is I hope that some of these gateways that we passed would give our club and our players a belief that we can push on. We ain't there yet. And it's why we need more Bruno Fernandes's. And I'm not talking number 10s. If anyone is getting themselves confused, I'm talking winners. People, and it ain't, when you say winner, it isn't always about, we've got to go and find a centre-back who's got the speed and pace that we lack, the quality on the ball that we lack, but has also won titles. You just need to find someone with a mentality to win titles. Bruno Fernandes's, Paul Pogba's, as examples. Jack Grealish ain't won the Premier League, but you can just tell by looking at him, he oozes the mentality that you need as a leader. And perspective is, of course, very important. People will say you're deflecting and you're not taking it on the chin, but no, there are two sides to everything. We've still progressed this season, and I am happy with that. My frustration today is that we haven't been able to push on to that next level during this season, and it stands out. On a positive,
I was about to say, yeah, can we now that we've got that, that's not my system now. Cool, it is what it is. Our defenders beat our Lindelof beat Lindelof in, our Maguire's beat Maguire and that. Like we and De Gea beat De Gea in. We know what about these men. Can we chat about how well we actually played today? Like in terms of our play, in terms of moving the ball forward,
about the joke, KJ. Me and you talk a lot behind the scenes. We're often telepathic on certain thought processes and stuff like that. And that was what I was about to move on to, because mentality let us down today. And I've been saying it for months. And I know I always get shot down by people, mentality. But it is. We've got the ability. Our defenders, by the way, are better than this. We know that. Do you know why? Because last year they were better than this. Like, we know they can do it, right? It's about mentality. We played well today. We moved the ball well. Cavani's movement is you know when someone say, what's the United way? The way Cavani behaves on and off the ball is the Man United way. The way he tracks, the way he runs, the way he moves. Where if the team makes a mistake, he looks to make up for it. He orchestrates. We need a Cavani at the back. Orchestrating, pointing. The way Rashford, try this, do that. No, you do this. It's absolutely amazing. Bruno today, against a very good team, I may add. Like Everton, I don't even know where they are in the league. Where they six. So that's another goal against the top 6 team for him today. Bruno was just out of this world. The goal he scored, I don't know. When I saw it, I was like, oh my God. I didn't even think it, you know, the way he celebrated, has it been disallowed? Has a whistle gone? It was just, we did play well today. And that's also what hurts. It was so good.
We were 3-2 up, and I'm thinking, guys, to see this out, I know what I want to say. And all of that just went out the window in that moment. But at 3-2, the game should have been won. Obviously, we came back, got over the errors, came back to go 3-2 up. Rashford should have scored 100%. At some point in that game, I don't care which chance you want to think about, he should have scored. The cross for the first goal, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Majestic. Right onto Cavani's head. Bruno Fernandes goal, obviously brilliant. Luke Shaw, another assist. A delivery from a set piece into McTominay. But more than anything, what I was pleased about, because the play going forward, as Gary Neville spoke about, the rhythm where we would just, the ball will come back out and we'll go again. We just keep it going in the same momentum, the same players dropping in, going wide, Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw, keeping wide and causing a threat throughout the whole game. But what I did like to see, which I haven't seen a lot this season, is the defensive work from Mason Greenwood and Rashford. They were covering their fullbacks a lot this game. And it's such a shame that the work that they put in defensively, in the end, kind of comes to nothing because we drew the game. But this is what we want to see more and more. We need all the players like Bruno, like Cavani, who are pressing all game from the front, always running back. We need all the players going forward, and we need all the players going back. And yeah, it's just a shame that all that good work went to waste.
I want to just quickly touch on Mason Greenwood because he is looking so much better than he was at the start of the season with everything that was going on with him. He looks like he's recovering from that. And today, what impressed me about him today is the way he kept the ball, like the way he was moving the ball, the way he was winning the ball back and distributing it well. I remember he had a little sequence down in the bottom right hand corner side. He cuts onto his left and just pings it all across to Luke Shaw beautifully. And people have been like, oh, you see, I told you Mason Greenwood wasn't that good. The XG. Yeah, shout out David, you nerd. It's not like, listen, yes, he's not scoring as many goals as he was. But if you watch him play, the way that he plays for a young man is beyond his years, and it's beautiful to see. And today I was happy with his performance. He's been performing like this for the last few games. All he needs now is to get that one goal again to boost the confidence. And today we played well, man. We played so well, and it's just a shame that we let ourselves.
Have you ever seen someone score a goal and then
quickly, Terry, before you conclude it, I just want to say, people that talk about Scott McTominay and Fred, don't chat to me about Fred. My internet, man, it's moving proper Arsenal right now.
It's horrible, mate. Horrible.
I'm just saying, McTominay over Fred. I just shut that down right now. Real talk.
No, listen, bro. Yeah, I know you're having some connection problems. I was about to talk about McTominay. I was about to say, look, Green was great today. You know, Rashford, barring his finishing, 5 dribbles completed, second most chances created on the field of play. Distribution was good. It was that final touch with him, and sometimes those kind of clutch moments stand out more in your mind than anything else in relation to that. There's no doubt about it. What a few people said, no rivals in the chat. We've had nearly every caller that came on the show before the panel didn't support Man United. So I don't know what you're chatting about, bro. It's as simple as that. We've had a good rant for an hour, but some of the positives. Now, sorry, Cam. On Scott McTominay, I thought again his performance, his passing was good. He moved the ball well. He always, for me, man got the winner. If it weren't for our crazy defending, the man picked up the winner as well. 6 goals. I know he ain't a DM in terms of his natural position. He's playing defensive midfield with Man United this year. He has 6 goals for the club this season. That's a madness. Do you know what? If Kante had 6 goals, if Rodri had 6 goals, if Henderson had 6 goals, the world would be creaming themselves over it. Scott, again, just another player today I felt was let down by the nonsense at the back. But that's the thing. You've got to hope. This is what you've got to hope for from Ollie from this, that he can galvanise them from this. We bounced back in the FA Cup on Tuesday. I believe we played Tuesday. We played West Ham in the FA Cup, who were in great form themselves. We bounced back in that game. We make a bit of a noise. We make a bit of a splash in that game, in that moment, and we can push forward from there. Because what we have to not lose sight on is that we are currently, I'll put it up on the screen. I don't know why I'm looking to the left of me. I can put it on the screen. We're 45 points. But if you look at it, we're still 6 points safe as it stands right now. I know that Everton have got a couple of games in hand. Chelsea play tomorrow. But as it stands today, right now, we're 6 points safe inside this top 4. I still think we have to look forward. I still think that's where we have to focus. We have to look at City and go, let's aim for City. Let's play to catch City. Because that way, as I keep saying, maybe another 5, 6, 7, 8 games. In 10 games' time, we're getting towards the home straight. You might look back and just think, look at that. There's a 8-point gap, a 12-point gap, and we've secured that top 4 place, which I don't know was one of the main targets for fans this year. And I don't think we should be losing sight of that.
I wanted to talk about one defender that got let down today was Luke Shaw. At the end of the day, Luke Shaw has been easily, in my opinion, the best left back in the league right now. And I've watched a lot of games, basically every game I could. And he's been playing out of his mind. And that cross, he's become our primary crosser from that side. I think people have noticed, it's no longer Bruno taking every single, because for a while it was Bruno taking every single set piece. Luke Shaw has now taken half of them from him, and his crosses have been beautiful. And he seems to have figured out his runs, and he's been missed a lot on the overlap. He's been missed. The guy's playing out of his mind. And if I'm Luke Shaw, I'm sitting there today being like, man, it's normally I'm the one taking the heat. He's got to go down on these guys too. That's where we're missing some leadership. And what you're talking about looking forward, it's like, yes, our next game's against West Brom and then Newcastle. Those should be W's. City has a double game week coming up, and they have Everton, Arsenal, and Tottenham. If they win all 3 of those games, then I will stop talking about the league. I mean, I still don't think we can win it. But at this point, it's like you look forward, like you're saying, the FA Cup, we have to now, this is where the coaching needs to figure their shit out, because West Ham is going to do a lot more damage in the air than what we just saw from Everton. That's going to be their game. They're going to come at us. That's what they're going to do. So we have to, whatever Ollie needs to do, whatever tapes he needs to play, drills you need to run with these guys, have guys punch each other in the back of the head. I don't care. But you cannot allow these set pieces to be a problem coming up on Tuesday, because we have to win the FA Cup now. Ollie has to win a trophy this year. In my opinion, I get it. At the start of the year, I said that I believed United will finish top 4. What Ollie's done, he's put himself in this weird position. I'm backing Ollie, even if he doesn't, where he has to win a trophy because he's elevated the expectations. He has now done that, even amongst rivals. Rivals are coming in here bantering us, telling us like, oh, you're not in a title race. None of you thought we were in a title race to begin with at the start of the year. So now you actually you had expectations. You thought you thought we could win it.
And of course, things move, and I understand that. And you can be angry in the moment. It's always worth reflecting. There's a comment here from John, one of our members, says Mckola saw stat padding in losses. Let me just in case anyone wants to believe that, scored his first goal in our 3-0 win this season against Brighton. Scored 2 goals in our 6-2 win over Leeds. Scored the winner and only goal in our win over Watford. Scored, fair enough, you can call it stat padding. Scored, I think, the 7th or 8th goal in the 9-0 victory the other night, and then scored what should have been the winning goal tonight. So he hasn't scored in a single game that we've lost this season. But I wanted to call that out because that's one of those kind of stats that can become like almost like you throw enough shit and some of it sticks and people start throwing it out there. Ganga here says, is it me or every time Alfie comes on here after United drop points, he always mentions rivals teams, especially Liverpool? Focus on your own team. It's a United Everton post-match review. Rival fans living rent-free in your head.
My brother Gagandeep, let me talk to you one-on-one real quick. Pretend it's just me and you and no one else is listening to our conversation, yeah? You know we're going to finish above you. You know that, right? I know you know that we are going to finish above you. Tall claims, but you know what, bro? Yeah, you need to go chat to Brighton and Fulham and them, man, because we're looking at our competition at the top, yeah? Bro, no, honestly, Gagan, all right. Gagan deep.
We know what happened in the last person.
All right. But no, honestly, Gagan deep. It's all love. Look, what did you expect me to talk about? Like I've talked about how bad Ollie's decision making was today, and I need to talk about what all the fans are addressing. The fans are addressing me, and they're saying, "Oh, our team this and our team that." And I just wanted to let you know.
I believe the fans think you're
Yeah. I saw that. But if your team is that good, how come you're below us then, my man? How is it? If we're that bad, how come we're above all of you? Do you know who is our closest breathing down our neck now? Leicester. And that's okay. That's really all right.
No,
right? That's really all right.
I hear what's being said there. AJ here says, as a toffee, Terry and the football terrace underestimate us. We have games in hand too. Good channel, though. I do watch. I don't underestimate Everton in the sense of I didn't go into the game today. We didn't do a preview on it because there isn't time. That's all going to change very soon with something we've got coming up. Can't wait for the new look. We'll announce that properly soon when we can. It's going to be amazing. If I'd have done a preview, I would never have written off Everton. I went into this game nervous. At 2-0 up, I was buzzing because you're a very, very good team. If you give Calvert-Lewin, Richarlison, James Rodriguez chances, Sigurdsson chances, they can bury it. We know how good Lucadinha is. So, yeah, I mean, it's not a 3-3 draw against Everton is embarrassing. It's a 3-3 draw after we led twice and were, in my opinion, the superior team in this individual game. If you guys would have been scintillating and been 2-0 up, we got it to 2-2, you went 3-2 up and we equalized at the end, we'd all be celebrating right now. It's context. So, brother, I appreciate the super chat and I mean this genuinely. Respect for Everton having a very good season and a very good club. Cold Water here says, as much as I love Fred, his passing and shooting skills are atrocious. We really need a quality CDM. Sure, Greenwood and McTominay are on fire right now. We have shared a lot of people calling this out, by the way. Sorry, KJ. Oh, you never know rivals on. We had rivals on at the beginning of the stream. We've shared the link again. If you want to come on and have your say, come and have it. But most of you saying, get rivals on. I know none of you, man, have got the bottle to phone in. I know none of you are going to do it. So call in now, have your say, or forever hold your peace. Yes, Cage.
I was going to say that guy mentioned Shaw, McTominay, and Greenwood, which is fair because they've been very good. I think we just admit and put respect on Wan-Bissaka's improvement going forward, because he has improved. He is getting better. His link-up play is getting better. You see him making more runs into the box now. Obviously, you've seen that in against Southampton getting that goal, but he's learning. At least, like the one thing we were saying is like, oh, my man can't cross, he can't do link up. When he's just going to at least do something, but he's doing something. So that Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Spider-Man, nice work. Keep up the good work and keep improving because, listen, we will need a backup right back, and that backup right back is going to want to take your spot. So if you keep improving, you should be fine. But don't let this weak mentality seep into your brain. That's what I'll say to all these players. Don't let the weak mentality seep into your brains when you're improving. Keep going stronger. Keep getting better.
I hear that completely. Jem's now joined us. Jem, Chelsea fan, what are you saying, bro?
No. Listen, show your face.
Shut
show
your
your
mouth.
face.
Shut
Show
your
your
mouth.
face. No. Listen. Be a man.
Shush.
Be a man.
Shush.
Be a
You in
man.
bed?
Show
Do you
your
want to see me
face.
naked? Do you
Show
want to see me
your
naked?
face.
Shush.
No. Show
Right.
your face, bro. No. We don't want to hear it.
Shush.
La. Show your face, bro. No. Don't come in. Talk like some child, bro.
Alfie, I'm
Like
a
that.
fag
No,
or
show
something.
your
Shut
face,
up
bro.
in 2
Show your
seconds,
face.
man. Leave me now.
Show your face,
Right.
bro.
Jem, what are you going to say?
6 points if we win tomorrow. 6 points. Listen, we
Say
were
it
10
louder.
points
Say it
behind
louder.
you.
Say it louder.
If we
say it
win
louder.
tomorrow,
Say it louder.
that dead Chelsea team that was nowhere near you is 2 games away.
What dead? Wait. What dead Chelsea team? The Chelsea team that's supposed to win the league. The Chelsea team who spent 250 million. That
The
Chelsea,
Chelsea team, that dead
Oh,
Chelsea team that was sitting in 10th, you know. That
6
that
points
one. Do you
behind.
remember
Give
that
it-
one
give
that
him a
was all the way
trophy.
down
Give
there?
him a
Right, no,
trophy.
you're Neeks. Gem. I know you want to say it. Say it. I know you want to say it. I know what you want to say. Say it.
Don't try it, bro.
Jem, promise me something. Promise me that if you lose tomorrow, you're coming on.
Of
I need your
course.
promise. Yeah.
Of course, bro. I always back my team.
Jem is on the panel tomorrow. Jem's already been selected. He doesn't know yet, but I've selected Jem for the panel tomorrow, so he has to be on. He can't not come on.
Jem, say the B word,
I was
Jem.
late.
Say the
I
B
was
word.
expecting worse.
There's
Nah,
one word.
I'm not going to smack. I didn't watch the game.
Zane here as well now, people. Zane's with us. What? He's another rival for, oh, you're scared. You're scared. Go on, Zane.
Why does he look? Why does he look like he's on the N64, bro? Like,
I don't even care, bro. My Saturday's going better and better, boy. I know business, boy. Arsenal gave me jokes, and you lot.
Sorry, one sec, bro. KJ, take over for me, please. I've just got 2 minutes.
Yeah, go on, Zen.
I just want to say, how could you bottle it in the last minute, bro, man? Just lock that shit down and you lot choked again, bro. Ollie, man. What are you saying? What are you saying, bro?
The best team in Merseyside. The best team. What can I do? What can I say? Best team in Merseyside. They did us, man. They did us.
Yeah.
They're not, man. All I'm going to say, right, is this Saturday's been amazing. I don't care if you lose tomorrow, man. You know what? Bun this. Let Man City win the title because they ain't going to hurt me that much. It's going to hurt you more because that's your neighbours, bro. So I'm keeping it real, bro. So I ain't going to hear no noise from them, man. You lot, 21. What are you saying about 21 now, bro? What are you saying? I want to hear that noise, Alfie, boy.
21's a birthday, mate. That's all they're saying 21 for.
Exactly. I was telling about your PE teacher. Your PE teacher, bro.
How can you say, Zane, how can you say, let Man City win it? You ain't got a say in the matter. It's not in your hands. Man City will win it if they want. It's not. You're not giving them the title.
The better team, Nick.
They're taking it. They said, give us that.
The bigger team.
No. That's true. Man City are about to go take it. You've got a super chat here from
the better half of Manchester.
Gagandeep coming back again, saying, Alfie, we can go tit for tat. If that's the case, you worry about Sheffield United, Tottenham, Crystal Palace. You may finish above us, but the season ain't over. Anything can happen still. A lot of football to be played. That is true. There's a lot of football to play. And also, it is also true that we are above whatever team you support, unless it's Man City.
Exactly, it's true.
Come on in, Alfie. I'm gonna hear you talk now.
I don't want to hear him talk. I
want to hear him talk about your PE teacher.
Yo, say if you want to
listen. There are fans even in the panel by the name of fucking Zane and Jem that want to hear me speak. So you have to let me speak. You're a fan. Yeah, that's what you are. Remember, you're my fan, Zane, bruv. Yeah.
I ain't your fan. I don't hear your noise, bro. About your PE teacher, bro.
I am here on second and you are there on fourth. Where are you fourth? I swear you're champions. Deadest champions, bro.
We're going to be 1 point behind you, Zane.
Bro, how do you have this much courage to take an L to Brighton and then come talk to us like this?
I know
you have no shame, bro.
You.
Did your parents teach you no shame, bro? No shame, bro. How do you
lose? What? You should shut up, man. What are you talking about? Come to the point.
Zane, you can't talk that, man. We're going to be 1 point behind you, bro.
No. Until you do that. No, Jem, until you do that, bro. Yeah, you can
Mate,
talk about I know business.
When I first met you, Zane, you called me out. You were like, "Oh, why are you talking to me? You're dead Chelsea team, dead." Mate, you're 1 point. If we win tomorrow, 1 point. Shameless, bruv. Shameless champions. That's what you are.
Man United tonight, man. We can have a battle tomorrow, right? You can bat me tomorrow, I don't care.
Hold on, I wanted to say
only
something.
the PE teacher, he got found out again. His tactics. Go on.
This is so funny to me right now. It's just like I would have liked somebody else, like a different fan, to come up because you're bantered us about a draw. It's a draw. You lost to Brighton. Like we're so hurt. It feels like a loss. But you lost to Brighton, and you came here to, you know what? Respect.
You choked it. What 95 minutes? What was the goal? When they scored 95 minutes, bro. 95 minutes. No, that's a loss, bro. You should have got that win, man. That's what I'm coming over.
You know what? What I say is one thing. If you notice one thing on the show, you haven't seen a refereeing decision moaned about. You didn't see us moan that the goal came 1 minute after the injury time should have ended. You didn't hear any of this sort of nonsense from us because we look at our own team and we reflect on how bad we are doing. And that's the one thing I'll shout out. Did we do Ganga's super chat?
Yeah,
I did.
I seen it. I didn't want to miss that in terms of that. I want to ask a question though, boys. What's next for United in the sense of? I know we kind of touched on it already. From this point moving forward, and expectations do change throughout the course of the season. From here moving on in, what does success look like for Man United and Ollie from this point? I'll go to Neeks first on that.
Start of the season, I said top 4 is the bare minimum, but it's progression. Back-to-back top 4. We have to get top 4 as a minimum. Like that is inexcusable if we don't get top 4. I'm not even considering it right now. I think we'll get top 4. Based on the different things that's happened this season, last season, just in terms of the whole mentality, blocks, etc. Of course, I want to win a title. I want to get to a final. Let's get to a final and see where the chips fall. Anything can happen over 90 minutes in the final. So whether it's a FA Cup final, Europa League, I'm not too bothered about. I think it can hamper your top 4 chances. But I think FA Cup is a good competition where you don't really have to juggle your squad to get to a final. I want to get through over that hoodoo, the semi-final mentality block
That's
currently
better.
struggling,
That's what I wanted
and the
to
top
hear.
4. And
Semi-final.
then next season, I'm charging these people to win a trophy.
Can I go next? Yeah, sorry.
Okay, yeah, cool.
So you're right. Look, the expectation this season was we needed to know if Ollie's got the cojones and has the managerial capability to take us to the next level. Based on today's football, it was so good. Barring those individual errors that you're talking about, De Gea might not be good enough and whatever. That football was so good. I think that football is good enough. When you're asking what's next for Man United, the fact that we are here is amazing. And the fact that we got here sooner than anyone thought is amazing. So to say now, I completely agree with you, Neeks. Our next step, you want final, potentially, or a trophy this season? I think based on the fact that we have punched above our weight and expectation so far this season means that we can talk shit to the likes of Zayn and Jem, right? And so by the end of the season, no, listen, hold on.
Don't give me this shit.
No, come on, allow it. Your team's shit. Just let me talk, please.
No.
Anyway,
you sat there after Sheffield United and told me, what did you say to me in the group? You said, "Oh, it's not a." I said, "Are you on a blip now? You're going to lose a couple games."
But Jem, hold on. Jem, if you missed my intro to the channel today, then you can't come.
Okay, I've not.
Yeah. You have to hear what I say, all of it. Yeah, and so I think what next. My expectation is whatever we get this season is a free for all. Is just, you know what, free roam, whatever. Yeah. Next season, I need that defense to get sorted. I need no more repeat mistakes from Ollie. And our fan base expectation is we challenge. That 21 has to come, and it has to come in 22. That 21 has to come. We need silverware next season as a minimum. Big boy silverware. None of this joke thing, Carabao Cup. Do you know what I mean? None of that. I mean, like actual one of the treble trophies. Yeah, one of the treble trophies.
I hear you on that. KJ, what's your thoughts, mate? From here moving forward, or what are your expectations for United and Ollie?
We need to cement that top 4 spot. We've got a good buffer now, but we know how the season's been going. 2-3 bad results, draws or losses. You back there in 9th. Like we've seen it happen to Tottenham. Tottenham are down there holding hands with Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? A couple of weeks ago, that weren't the case. So we need to cement that top 4. I'll repeat this over and over and over again. Thank you. Shout out to Danny for the one pointing this out to me. We have not secured top 4 twice in a row since Sir Alex retired. That is such an embarrassing stat for Manchester United that we need to address and need to come over. We need to do that. From that as well, like Nick said, if top 4 is secured, I also would like a final. Get to the semis minimum semis, because that's what we got last year. Minimum semis, I would like a final. Whether we win or not is what it is.
Sorry, go on. Finish up. Sorry.
But when it comes to Alfie's talking about next season and challenging, and listen, next season's expectations should be to challenge. But I'll scream it from the rooftops every single day of the week. we've got pagans running our club and our wallet in charge of that too. So we need to make sure, when I say we, they need to make sure that they get what we actually need. None of this, crap, we can't get Sancho, let's get Terrace and Cavani and Diallo and Hope. None of that. Show us the plan. Show us you are trying to win the title. And then I'll come there, get off your back, and say, let's go get 21. But until that, in the summer, we need to see that progress. And these pagans, if you win the Super Bowl before we win 21, I'm gonna be pissed. I hope you fail in the Super Bowl when you guys play what's his name?
Kansas
The
City.
Cheese fam. My homeboy destroyed his man. Viva Resistance, they're pagans, bro.
I hear. I just want to address something as well. I'm sure other fan channels will probably do the same thing. Axel 2-1-ZB has, I mean, almost knowingly, we knew this was going to happen, has experienced racial abuse on Instagram and Twitter again tonight. A lot of it, yes, does appear to be from like unnamed kind of like accounts and stuff like that, but it's an absolute madness. And I say it and I'll say it again. Social media companies need to start verifying who their users are. It's such a simple thing you can't stop the abuse. What you can do is make sure we know who everybody is. Whether someone sets up a parody account, whether it's a child and their parents have to do ID and V to do it, they need to bring that in so that people can be brought to account and to justice in the same way we did to that knobhead TD shifts last week, because there needs to be far more done to protect these football players, because it's so easy right now. And I keep hearing the same thing every week. Oh, they can just come off socials. Why should they? That's just the wrong way around. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a madness. So listen, we've criticized Axel 2-1-ZB tonight because his performance wasn't good enough. But stand by him 110% in the face of any type of adversity, racism, or any type of abuse, even below the heinous level of racism. We'll stand with him on that. And anyone that's doing it or endorsing it is a scumbag and has no place in society. So I just wanted to address that before we went any further. I really wanted to. We had a super chat. I know I put it up. I didn't read it out. There it is. It says, sorry, Alfie, you have no rights to give ops ammo until you win something significant.
Yes.
All right. I want to address I think the rest of you have lower expectations than I do. For me, for success, I do think we at this stage need to win a trophy. And the only reason I say that is because I think that'll go very far in what we need to do moving forward. I don't think we can lose Paul Pogba, and Paul Pogba needs to win things. It's who he is. He needs to win things. So I do want us to win something this year. But for me, the bigger part is actually finish within striking distance of City this year, because right now we still are. Regardless of them going to win it, if we finish 8 points within City to end the year, I'm sorry, I'm going into next year. Then 100%, yeah, 21 is coming, because look at if you just do the math and the deltas, that's crazy. The gap that we would have closed, and it would be the closest we've ever been to challenging. So for me, it's like finish within striking distance. Obviously, that means top 4. So I want us to finish second and go for that trophy, because just getting to the final, FA Cup, that's what we're gonna. That's
I think FA Cup. I mean, for me, I look at it as utopia is we should finish in the top. Also, these are my expectations of this. We should, from this point, finish in the top 4. I don't expect us to become any worse than we've been this season. So I don't expect our levels between now and the end of the season to dip. Of course, there'll be games where you drop points, but overtly, we should stay in the top 4. We've got a 6-point gap. I expect us to actually make that grow between now and the end of the season. They're my expectations. On top of that, I want us to win a trophy. One of the reasons I want a trophy from here is because we need to start. We need to project it into the dress. This is an owner and board-led thing. We need to say that we have progressed, we have moved forward, but we can't just keep accepting being the bridesmaids. So it's almost a case, if we come in the top 4 and don't win anything, I'd almost be going up to Ollie saying, look, next season, it's win the league and or a trophy and progress further points-wise, or you're done. I'd almost make it a prerequisite around we're there. We now need to push over to that next level because we are Manchester United. And, we've had there are other Man United fans out there on socials we've clashed with, and often the argument is standards. I think we all have the same standards. We just all have a different kind of trajectories when we should be there. And the base foundation that we have right now, the players, the way we're playing, the amount of points we've got, the fact we've caught a lot of people up, the expectation should be now we've got to continue on this trajectory. I don't want to see it flatline. Like, I've got no expectation for it to flatline for the rest of this year and stay at this point. Where we are right now is no good, in my opinion, in 12 months' time. It needs to be better than this. So, but the only way you can be better than this in 12 months' time is to continue that trajectory upwards. When you reach the pinnacle and you're at the best, then you're okay for it to stay flat. As long as nobody else is about to overtake you, then you have to up your game. And for me, that's where we are right now. I kind of look at us as we're sort of with those next challenges in line for the heavyweight title. And it's a case of we can't flatline now. We need to push past where the best people are and keep moving. And whether Ollie's the right man or not, the jury is still out. This is where we find out. If we can't push on from here and create consistency, and we know this season's hard to create consistency in. It's the first time in English football history that there's been more away wins and more points gained from home than points gained. More points gained away from home than gained at home in the history of professional football in the United Kingdom. So drawing today is terrible, but you've got to contextualize that. At the same time, our away form has been brilliant. So that's probably slightly elevated by what's going on. So where people go, shit home form, yeah, but our away form's ultra amazing based on the same logic in terms of that. I want us to grow and I want to see us improve from this point. I don't want to see our points per game start to dip. I want to see the right attitude there. I want to hear, I don't know who said it, it might be Cam. I want to hear about a fight in the dressing room afterwards. I want to hear about two players having a punch-up in training because they went into each other hard on tackles. That's how football should be. I remember reading about Vidic, India, the player. I don't remember who it was in training once. I remember United fans on a forum. I was like, terrible. And then there was pros that were talking about it online saying, no, that's what should be happening in training because a training session needs to be like a football match. And Rene Mullenstein always said that what you do on training manifests itself on the pitch. So for me, we now need to become even more competitive in the changing room, in the dressing room. I'm not saying be as competitive as John Terry and Wayne Bridge and start sharing girlfriends and stuff, but there needs to be like an Uber level up change here in terms of the way we perform. We're going to do one more call here. We're going to throw in Ash. How you doing, bro?
Hey, how you doing, boys and girls?
Just to let you know, this is the gentleman who's been designing those T-shirts I've shared with you all recently.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah,
We're
gonna get we're gonna get the commission and made.
Nice one, Terry. Just send me the pictures of the rest of the panel, and I'll get everyone's made for you. Do you know what I mean?
Legend, my brother. Legend, my brother. Yes. Tell me, give me your thoughts on today's game, mate.
I tell you what, it's a game of two halves, isn't it? It's the old cliche. I mean, that first half was one of the best performances we actually had. I reckon. You know, apart from the chance we let Calvert-Lewin have. We controlled that first half. I thought we were first to the ball. We were dominant. Our passing, our pressing, it was just flamboyant. In fact, we played better today in that first half than I think in some parts against Southampton because the way we pressed their full team, we were just all over them. But then Calvert-Lewin's chance at the end of the first half should have been a warning because the second half, they carried on from that moment. And to be honest, we didn't learn a lesson. I think we were a bit sloppy in defence. I just want to say to any racists out there who's giving Axel Tuanzebe abuse, you're a bastard and you need to get away from our club because the poor lad, he's been brought in. It was fair enough. It's a bad free kick to give away. But do you know what? There's no place in racism in football or in society in general. So a big to anyone who's giving him abuse. And I will stand by that and stand up for anyone who's receiving any kind of abuse.
I respect that, bro.
But at the same time, I think the writing was on the wall because do you remember when Maguire got mugged off by Calvert-Lewin? It was sloppy. Yeah. I mean, and you could just tell that there was just something in the air that we're going to just do something sloppy and just concede a stupid goal, you know. Yeah. And to me, that's frustrating. But looking at the fixtures ahead, I don't think it's fully over. I mean, I still think Man City are the favourites. I think, realistically speaking. But I wouldn't write it off. This is a weird-ass season. I think this year it's going to go to the last few games. I think we could still be there in touching distance towards the end of the season.
Mate, I pray, I hope that you're right. Brother, thank you for coming on the stream, mate. I really appreciate it. And all your support of the Football Terrace. It means a great deal to us here, mate. You take care of yourself and have a great weekend.
God bless, my brother. God bless.
Take care, mate. Thank you. It's one of them ones, isn't it? I can't. You know what? When people are that optimistic, I'm always like, I hope you're right. Do you know what was mad as well? Which is just so annoyed that we lost. There's one element that Ollie did brilliantly tonight. They played a diamond, which nobody expected, and we were struggling in the opening 20 minutes to counteract it. Every time the ball went out wide, we tried cutting in, they were intercepting, and we were struggling. And then we started switching our wide players. We actually spread our own play. We put less pit bodies in the middle. Bruno dropped a little bit deeper. Pogba pushed more out to the left. And we circumvented it, and we ended up going 2-0 up. And I remember thinking, I can't wait afterwards to talk about that. Shows Ollie, whether he's got enough to make us Premier League champions or not, it was further proof again that he has tactical now, so can change things in the game. And that's the problem with like bad results, is that as a fan, we're not professional football pundits. So as fans, you talk about the emotive elements and you always focus on the negatives when the negative things happen. But there were so many good parts about tonight as well. I know MMA News here says Rashford missed bare chances. Do you know what's mad? He did. He absolutely did. And I criticized him, and I'll always criticize players when they do badly. Tonight was an actual example in the finishing areas where he made the wrong decisions, and I'll always criticize him for that because he did. And the opportunity on his left foot, he should have been putting his laces through it. The opportunity in his right foot that Bruno set him up with, he should be hitting that first time. But you know, the irony is, if he'd have hit them both first time and done what we said and he'd have missed, everyone would have said, why didn't you take a touch? And why, like, they always have to come off for Rashford because that's the pressure that he puts himself under. But it's as simple and as straightforward as that. Final rival we're adding into the stream to have his say. Everyone's saying lost it. It was a draw. Brother, on the football terrace, on the football, is that, I know who that guy's meant to be, that Charlie dude. Is that Charlie guy who's like challenging all the pro boxers to fights and stuff online? Have you ever seen that guy? And then he fought.
Yeah, I've seen him.
He fought Floyd Mayweather Senior and got battered by like a 60-year-old. Not this actual guy, the guy he's going to be. We're going to add Latimus Prime to the stream here to give us his thoughts and feelings. Laddie Moose, Laddie.
Make it swift. Prime, it's 11:30. No dial-up today. Quick.
Prime, you literally look like Morpheus sitting there. But speak, my brother, speak.
One, I don't know who Morpheus is. Two,
oh my God. I don't.
He does.
Leave him be.
I don't know who Morpheus is.
I don't. Sorry, go on.
No, but see, this is what I've been saying for the past month now. Why don't United fans just come out and admit that they are in this title race and they're going to win this league? Because I don't get why United fans are so angry if you actually don't believe you're winning this league and this 21 thing is just a joke.
Did you see the way we just drew today?
No. Yes, I did.
Laddie, brother, my friend, my good friend. Barring Alfie, I don't think anyone on the football terrace on a reels thought it was real. Half the 21 is coming that you've seen. It's been people just having miniature little parties because we've improved. It weren't really real. If you actually listen to what everyone said, we're having fun, but we don't think we can.
But Terry,
that's a lie.
One, I'm not even talking about you guys on the terrace. I'm talking about the fans and United fans in general. And two, if it's all that 21 thing's all a joke, that's fine. So why the anger now? Why are you guys angry about? No.
Let me answer the question. Let me land.
Why are you guys angry about this now when you know about your team anyway?
Let me ask the question.
It's bad or inconsistent or whatever. I don't get it.
Arsenal lost 1-0 today. Chelsea have been poor this season. Man United drew today. All three of us have been inconsistent for the last few years. Are we not supposed to be disappointed that we draw or lose a game? Sheffield United had no aspirations to win the title. Are they supposed to be happy when they lose or draw? I'm not understanding your.
No. Don't get involved because that's not what I'm saying. My point is,
before you go, like in terms of your answer, why be angry now? Like, it's the manner in the way that things happen. Yes, you may be used to certain things happening, but you still aren't happy with the manner in which they happen. Like we lost that game. We drew that game. Not because we were getting battered off the park, not because they were scintillating, and we lost that game because we gave it to them. If you're a football fan, if you're a football fan with a football club, if you're a football player, you don't find that happy. You're not there just like, okay, maybe not happy, but you're not there accepting it as, oh, okay, it's just what we do. You don't accept that. You always want to improve and be better. So accepting
No, I know,
is
but
up
I'm
there.
not. No. Again, I'm not saying you should accept losing or dropping points or accept your inconsistencies. My point is, at this stage where you guys are at, you guys should.
Yeah, that dial-up ain't working.
No,
Yeah.
the anger I'm seeing is almost as if you guys genuinely believe that, and you think now. This is the
No,
moment.
but hold on. I'm going to
Don't-
break it down for you again the way KJ kind of did, but maybe easier. If we had lost that game 3-0, I would have been less upset. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like straight up, I probably would have been like, well, we got battered out the park. The way we lost today by playing better and having individual mistakes basically cost us in the end, and another set piece, that's where you get the anger. It's like if you watch any sport where I'll give you, many of you, the Super Bowl's coming up. So I'm going to give a good analogy. Super Bowl's coming up. I'm thank you for bringing it up, KJ. I'm cheering against Brady because, fuck the Cronkies, straight up mean that. Seattle Seahawks lost a game in the Super Bowl against Brady on the last play of a game where their coach called a play. Instead of handing the ball off to the best running back in the game, Marshawn Lynch, at the time, they threw the ball and it got picked off. I'll tell you right now, I know plenty of fans of football. Everybody was rooting against Brady in that game. Everybody was mad solely because of how they lost. If they handed it off, everybody would be like, cool, Brady won it again. But it's the way we're losing these games, and that's why you're seeing the anger. We didn't expect to win the league. You're right. But what we're mad about is not seeing our team be stronger in moments that you should absolutely win a game. That's the problem.
And Cam, sorry, just say and quickly on as well. If it was game 35 and we were 10 points clear from 5th place, 10 points behind first, nothing to play for, you say, whatever. But it's not, when top 4 race ain't complete. It's not complete. There's still a way to go. And that's what we want as a bare minimum. So there's still that element where we need to win the games in front of us.
Absolutely. And I suppose to take it away from sport, it's this. This is how it feels when you have games like that where you're the best. No, that's not a bad thing. Let's say Michelle Keegan's like, yo, T, listen, man.
Terry.
Me and Mark broke up. Want to go out for a drink? Post-COVID, lockdown's over. I'm like, yeah, of course, Shell. Sweet, let's do it. I manscape up, 20% discount, gentlemen. Manscape up, always. Sort them Kiwis out. 20% discount code TFT. Get your plow, shape up the beard and everything else. Use ball toner. That way you get no spots. Okay? 20% off. You go out, you're drinking. I'm whining her, I'm dining her. We're having a good night. We go to a club, with a bit of a dance. We're laughing, joking, touchy-feely. I'm like, and she's like whispering in my ear, you do know what's happening tonight, don't you, Terry? I'm like, yeah, I know what's happening. The house is tidy. The bed's made fresh sheets. The house is all good. We get a taxi home. We get back, a few more drinks. She says, I'm going upstairs to slip into something more comfortable. I'm downstairs. Like, I can't believe it. I'm ringing the boys. Michelle Keegan's in my house. I'm buzzing. I walk up the stairs and there she is, passed out asleep. Disappointment. That's what tonight is. She's asleep. What am I good? It's like, what? And then she wakes up in the morning and went, yeah, I'm over it now. It was,
That's happened to me bare times, man. I'm not gonna lie.
I was angry with Mark. I'm going back to him now. Yeah. Listen, Jem, we're not going to chat about what you.
and the analogy is, yes, on a normal day, you may never have slept with her, but the opportunity arose, and it passed you by.
And it was going to happen, and then it passed me by, and I got no control, and then she changed them. That's how it would feel. That for me is how I feel right now. It'd be like so close, but yet so far. It's annoying. It's angry. If I was just going to bed tonight by myself, I wouldn't be thinking, Michelle Keegan, because it weren't there. It wasn't the opportunity. I hope that made sense. That's what I don't know. That's one of my fantasies. I think I keep talking about her, Michelle Keegan.
Every analogy with women, Michelle Keegan, 100% is in there. Like,
replace that. Listen, big up Michelle Keegan, but for me, replace Michelle Keegan with Rihanna, and I'm right there with you.
Do you know what? Do you know what?
Sorry, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
You don't like Michelle Keegan? I heard that.
I don't understand the obsession with Michelle Keegan. I'll be honest.
Michelle Keegan. Do you know what it is, Michelle Keegan? Right? This might be rude, actually, but I'll say it. She's exceedingly good looking, but she, in her heart, her true core, she's proper common and working class. So for me, it's like she's a good-looking
I
comic.
get those vibes, or I used to anyway, from Gabrielle Union. She's so good looking, but she could easily be your next door neighbor. Like she just looks like a regular girl. You
I
can see
can't
that.
look at her the same.
No, not anymore. But back in there,
not because of that. She looks too much like my sister, and I'm like, I can't do it. Like,
Okay.
I can't do it.
Okay.
KJ,
What's going on
would
here?
you like
What's he saying?
All right, listen, your niece, go shave your beard.
happening, bro?
KJ, you shouldn't have said that.
I'll be back in a minute, guys. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. You know what? The only person I'll swap Michelle Keegan out for would be why have I forgot her name? English woman. Reminds me a bit of Rihanna. My missus. No. What's her name? She's a singer. She was going out one of the
Maya Jama.
No,
Rita Ora.
Rita Ora. Yeah, I like
Rita Ora's pretty.
I like a little bit of Rita Ora. Again, Rita.
Susan Boyle? Anyone Susan Boyle? No.
That's what you like, Neeks. You know, if that rubs up for you.
Pretty singer, isn't it? Pretty singer.
Now, all right, listen. We all know that's where Prime's territory.
Susan Boyle style.
Oi, KJ, allow that. That's not me.
I've got a weird crush on. I don't know why. Miranda.
Miranda.
The actress.
The comedian. Yeah, it's something about her I quite like. I don't even know
I like
what it
Kate Beckinsale, man. I love Kate Beckinsale, man.
She's very good looking.
Oh,
woman.
mate.
I tell you, it's also very nice. I'm a bit of a EastEnders. Like I could do EastEnders on Mastermind. I know. I remember too much stuff about it. Honey, and I heard she likes a younger man. You know what I mean?
Yes.
If you enjoy it up, holler me, yeah. All right?
I'm not speaking about myself.
Yes. Come on now.
Someone here says, "What? Hang on. What is?" Oh, listen. I watched Birds of Prey last night.
Oh, Margaret Robbie. Oh, yeah.
Mad, right? Yeah. But not with her Australian accent. She's got to speak with a thick, common.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a working class man. When it comes to women, no matter what the accent is, it's got to be working class. I don't think I could date like someone who speaks properly. There's got to be a sort of, you've got to drop your H's, you've got to say house and or you've got to have like coffee dog, like they're doing. I can't do an American accent, but you know how they say coffee, like coffee, like you got a W in there and some shit.
Coffee. Give me melanin. Just give me melanin. I'm a happy.
If they're attractive, they're attractive.
That kind of variety is good. I'm really not fussy when it comes to that. Like that, it's the voice, it's the accent for me.
I just think of the Dutters when I think of
Lizzie.
Margaret Robbie,
KJ, is that what you want, Lizzie? He said just melanin, isn't it? Lizzo.
Like when Terry loves Pat.
That is a weird surfer comment.
Nah, this is Meghan Markle for me.
How these reaction shows start turning into midnight vibes? Like, tell me how this happens.
Who's Pat Butch?
Pat Butcher is.
Get him off there, man. Get him off
He don't watch no TV, bro.
Pat Butcher is like British TV royalty, bro. Like, and
he goes Peggy Mitchell. He goes Peggy Mitchell. Pat Butcher.
Yeah.
I've heard of Peggy Mitchell.
You're forgetting Doc Cotton, mate. Don't forget.
These are legends of our screen, man. They're legends of our screen. But the maddest thing is, like, with the Pat Butchers, what people don't realize about the actress is very posh. Like the whole common thing was put on a bit like. Have you ever heard? I don't know her actress name, but she plays Pamela in Gavin and Stacey. You watch Gavin and Stacey?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
She is so well spoken.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I don't know her actress name either. Marlene from Only Fools and Horses. That's like the fucking queen. And then it's great. They're actors, I suppose. I don't know why I'm so shocked. They act. Who knew? Kathy Beale. Yeah, Kathy Beale in her day was a proper salt. And she's got that deep voice as well. Very deep voice. Like, I mean,
deep voices.
Mate, listen, Scarlett Johansson's got a deep voice. She's got that kind of like, what I mean, I'm an Avenger. You know what I mean?
Just bring back Janine Butcher. We're good, man. Bring back Janine. I
met her about 4 months ago in a garage. She lives not far from me here, and she was standing behind me. I turned around, and I was such a weird EastEnders fanboy. I just looked at her. She, Orca's like that. I don't know why I said it.
She's dangerous. She'll keep you on your
Terry
toes.
probably likes Cat Slater. Cat Slater is a proper Terry.
Walked off like a knob. I was like, I got starstruck. I was like, Janine? Like a knob. Got in my car and drove off quick. I said,
Terry, you and celebrities don't go well, because I swear you slapped up Roy Keane by accident.
I did. I slapped Roy Keane. I met him so hard on the shoulder, and just like the whole aeroplane heard, just on his shoulder like that. I just went, shook him a bit and was Keno so loud and he gave me this dirt, and I know it hurt his shoulder because it really hurt my hand, right? And I walked off and I was like, what an yeah, I'm no good around celebrities. Like ones that I respect or like shows I've watched a lot of. Like if I met Ralph Macchio, Karate Kid, if I met him, I'd pee my pants. Like I'd be finished.
Imagine Terry actually meeting Michelle Keegan. Flip me, it would be a mess.
I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to. I'd have to walk away, bro. I legit would have to walk away. If she was there and she wants to meet you, I'd go, nah, bro, nah. I wouldn't be able to do it, bro. I'd rather fight a tiger. Do you know what I mean? I would. I'd rather fight a tiger. Listen, everyone who's tuned in this evening, thank you very, very much indeed. Smash that like button. We're back tomorrow covering all the games. Simon here for Super Chat before he leaves says, Terry, what we should do is take it game by game. The gap is 2 points, not 10 or 16 clear. So we remain calm and wait and see. And do you know what, brother? If City hit a bad run and we're there or thereabouts, who knows? I suppose the problem is we just can't see City hitting that bad run. If City was still sketchy and we're dropping points as well, I think it would all feel different. I think the reason it's done is because of also how good City are in relation to that. So it's I get that. But Simon, thanks for that super chat, brother. Really appreciate it. Until next time, everybody, take care. Goodbye. God bless. And we'll see you all again soon. Make sure you go onto Manscaped. Get some